I'm at my house and I'm taking a video of my yard to show you the garden spaces that we have. So let me switch. Voila, there's my backyard. Actually, that's my pump house with our fresh water filtration system. And here's our backyard. My nice little pickup that gets used only when needed. But here, this first enclosure that you see, this is actually a greenhouse with the top off for now, so that it will be there all set up for the winter. And we've got things like a June plum tree. This is a little orange lumquat or something like that. Different kinds. Persimmon tree. We've got fig trees down there at the back. I think that's cucumber or watermelon. That's our grapefruit tree that suffered loss about 3 years ago. But it's growing back. Probably take a couple years before it gives us fruit. These two, however, are lime trees, and they do give us fruit. And so they're growing little limes. I know here somewhere we've got a little one growing. I won't find it right now, but next we've got a lot of our vegetables, peppers and things like that. So this area here is where Anna's growing a lot of her, well, the type of vegetables that Vietnamese like to eat. And sweet potatoes and things like that. At the end, actually in here too, there's peppers. Actually, I should show you the Carolina Reapers that are growing in there. They're still green though. And so here's different trees. There's corn. And again, we've got star fruit. So this here is a pear tree. And this is I forget what the name of that tree is, but I like that one. Yucca or something, whatever. I forgot. And this is another fruit tree we got recently. It is I think it's a pear tree too. Whatever. Anyways, here's where we have a lot of the watermelons. We got a watermelon here on the ground that didn't make it. She realized that she couldn't, not supposed to give them too much water. But we do have some watermelons that are growing in here. If you can see that one here. So they'll be ready pretty soon. And then sweet potatoes in the corner. These are yams. The yams grow on a vine. And here's a lot of our daily vegetables. She's got lettuce. And so she fills these up. This was cabbage. But these two, lettuce, and I guess there's a third one, lettuce, and it's like she keeps them growing so that when we eat, right, then she replenishes them. I believe that's chives. But anyways, different kinds of vegetables. Some more lettuce there. And this is going to be yams also, this trellis. I think more sweet potatoes. Tomatoes. We got a lot of tomatoes going on here. So they're not green yet. And here's going to be not going to be, it's already started. Here's our bitter melon tree. And so we've got some little, actually they should be growing to be fairly, if I did some looking around, I should be able to see some bitter melons coming up here. But that's the bitter melon. And there as well. And then again, different herbs. And now I go to my garden. Of course, I'm a late starter. I had to fight to get my own garden, but I created these three long brick, about 10-foot long brick enclosures. However, she stole the first one for corn. And so she had leftover corn seeds, and so she wanted to use them, so she did. So I gave that to her. And so then I subsequently did these two, which I got some nice radishes growing here, and then I got squash and zucchini. And this is in process. This is going to be a major, probably both yam and sweet potatoes. At the end there, I got sweet potato, about 4 sweet potato plants are there. And there's one here, but there's a special process I'm using to build that. There's my wood chips, lots of bricks we got here. We got a lot of bricks and the cinder blocks that we can use for fun stuff like a fire pit. And more vegetables. Oh, actually there's some beans around here somewhere too, so we've been eating beans. And now we get into the medicinal department and just flowers and herbs. So yeah, we've got several aloe vera plants, as you can see. two different kinds. This one's a very cool kind, and this is your normal kind. And this is going to be, hopefully we're going to get some grapes out of this one. So this great little grape tree is growing slowly. And then we've got our moringa trees. These are mine, sort of. I'm the one who grew them originally. Oops, this one fell down. We're going to have to bring it back up again. And here's some jalapeno peppers, and I actually have some peppers growing on there. So, and then here, of course, she's got the flowers. She's got a nice little flower thing around our patio. That concrete pad I actually poured. And then some flowers. And then we'll end on the high part here again with some, to show you some Carolina Reapers that I got growing here. As you can see, there are a lot of them. A lot of them growing in here. They just need the color, so they're going to ripen soon. So we've got several pepper plants. And again, the persimmon has actually some fruit, but it takes a while for them to come up. So there you go. That is my garden.